Hey YouTubers, a Working Man's Pride here today. Today, this video is on sometimes you just have to take a chance at stuff. Let me cut this air conditioner off and I'll let y'all know what I mean by that. Alright, now that the air conditioner is off, I'll point to this video, a short little video. Sometimes you have to take a chance, y'all. I bought this engine for a little chunk of change. This is a Briggs & Stratton Intech 206, and it's a 5.5 or 5.5 horsepower overhead valve. That's what OHV stands for, if you didn't know. I got this engine, and, well, let me show you the main reason that this engine was not put in use for a very long time. Yeah, crankshaft was snapped off. Snappo. And when I went to go test start it before I bought it, it didn't have any oil in it. It had probably half of a cup, a measuring cup of oil, if even that, and it was black. So I couldn't start it, but I bought it anyway because I was taking a chance. The guy that he got it from said it ran. That's all he knew. So I had it for a while. It's been sitting in the treehouse and stuff. Treehouse is my parts house. And I decided since today I ain't got really much to do, let me go up there, grab that thing real quick and see what it can do. So I did. And I pulled the gas cap off of it. The gas smelled like junkyard gas. Really, really old junkyard gas. Looked at the date code, it's an 05. So it was made in November, I think the 15th it said. I know it was November something, 2005. So this thing has probably been, that definitely verifies that this thing has been sitting for a while. So I thought that carburetor and the fuel shutoff valve on front was in the on position. That's how it was when I got it. So I thought for sure, even though the tank was bone dry, there was no way that this thing was going to run on its own power. I checked the spark. It had spark. The little bit of oil that was in it, I tipped it. That way it would have covered the bottom of the piston skirt. That way when I went to pull it over to see if it had compression, that I wouldn't, hurt the cylinder. And it seemed like it had, compression. So I said, okay, it's time. I took that chance. Since it had spark and it had compression, I put some oil in it. And took it up here in the gravel. Took the air cleaner cover off and sprayed carburetor spray in it. And pulled the rope and Sunbird fired up. So I did it again, except for I bottle fed it carburetor cleaner. And it stayed running and it sounded okay. So I was like, alright, let me put a little bit of gas in it, just enough to fill the float bowl up and see if it'll run by itself. It wouldn't start up, so I bottle fed it some carburetor cleaner to prime it and get it started, because I've done that to other small engines, and once I, bottle fed it, it took over by itself. Well, it wouldn't. So I bottle fed it for about 10 seconds, and it actually started running off of the gas that I put in it. And it was surging. And then it just cleared up and ran smooth. So I thought, holy, SHID. I'm not going to say the whole word on YouTube here. This Sunbird runs. So I thought, and yeah, I say Sunbird because I got to keep it, PG-13 on here. So I thought, okay. Well, let me take it inside, put it on my kitchen table, take the baffle covers off, clean any stuff up underneath of it so it doesn't burn itself up. I'm going to make sure that I have the correct amount of oil in it. I know I put, I think I might be 1 ounce, an ounce or two off. But like I said, it didn't matter. I shook it up before I ran. Well, I didn't, but you can shake it up before you run if you're not comfortable. And that's probably the best thing you should do. So I done all that. So now I'm going to verify that it has a good amount of oil in it. Oh, well, look what decided to rain. Well, You know what? I'll just run it in the kitchen since it wants to rain outside. So I'm going to verify that it has the right amount of oil in it. Then I'm going to start it up, yes, in the kitchen, so y'all can hear it on YouTube. Yes, I'm that crazy.